we can't be deceiving ourselves. We can't be lying to ourselves that we are one Nigeria on paper, but in practicality, we are not. The fact is we're divided across ideologies. There are three dominant ideologies in Nigeria as a country, which is not new, which is not strange to what you find in other countries as well. And I equally feel that the government will do more justice to this in order for we to have the full manifestation of these ideologies. And what can the government do? The fact is, I still stand and insist that, please, President Tinubu, help us with regional system of government. Because by the time you help us with regional system of government, one of the conversations we're not having is the fact that there will now be full-blown manifestation of these ideologies. Not a situation where we claim to be one Nigeria on paper, but in reality we are not. And forget, these ideologies we are talking about is not something that will change over time. It's not something I see it changing very soon. I'm telling you, beginning to feel it's impossible for these ideologies to change. What is the regional system of government going to bring? Just like I said, the full-blown manifestation of these ideologies. Let's have a situation, because let's look at it. The regions are going to be formed according to ideologies, right? And the ideologies will equally inform the policies and the laws of that region to some certain extent. So when you look at it now, when you decide to have the North as a region on its own, the North will make policies and laws according to its ideologies, and nobody will fight that. That is to say, if an Igbo man now decide to go to the North to do business, you will know that he's coming to a different region, and this region now, possibly they feel say, they know they sell alcohol here, they know they do other things they feel like doing, so he will not be hot. Anybody that is preparing, any Igbo man that is preparing to go to that region now will prepare his mind, and there will not be anything like one Nigeria, they are cheating me, they are treating me bad. And at the same time, any person that is equally traveling to from the North to the East, you equally know that possibly they will make laws like we don't allow things like open grazing here. Open grazing is not our thing. You cannot dress tattered. We don't allow babambola here. And at the same time, possibly even some laws in regards, possibly they may decide to say in short, this is our own regional religion. Just like the North may equally do this is their own regional religion or whatever at the same time. And at the same time, the Yoruba man too, well, the fact is I just see, basically, when you divide these things across these regions, you get to see the manifestation of these regional ideologies, which is to that of the North now. Possibly we'll see the manifestation of something like maybe Afghanistan, Iraq, and possibly when you come to the Yorubas now, we'll now see the manifestation of like the United States, because it's a liberal region. It's accommodating and is founded on the principle of a Yoruba man first. On the part of the Igbo man again, we may see the manifestation of maybe something like Israel, because let's tell ourselves the truth. These are the representation of these ideologies to me, and as such, anybody, just like I said, moving to these regions will know this is what to expect. Unlike the Nigeria you have now, that when you when something happens, you say, "But you say we are one Nigeria and you are doing this, and one Nigeria doesn't allow that." If any other region decide to say, okay, like anybody that blaspheme is normal to unalive him, fine. You should know that when you're going to these regions, you don't blaspheme or you don't do that. Though the fact is the government could have done something in curtailing this, but the fact is, let's tell ourselves the truth, the government is overwhelmed. That is just the fact. And when people come out now to make such videos, a lot of people take hot feelings and say, oh, he's talking about our region, oh, he doesn't like us or whatever. That is just the basic truth. Though in so doing again, there are regions that, there are other ideologies that are silent. That is like, in regards this, the minority in the North. The government will have to do that as well. I possibly feel there is need for creation of possibly the middle belt, because the middle belt cannot be fully affiliated or represented as being representing what the far North ideology stands for. That is the fact. And when you come to the east and the south now, there seems to be a little bit of problem as well. Though the fact is, I believe those problems are workable. But if they are not workable, give them their own regions too. So possibly you have the east manifesting as Israel, and maybe you may have some other parts manifesting as Colombia. I no talk name now, you know who they manifest as Colombia. But in as much as it sounds like a joke, that is the reality. Let's tell ourselves the truth. We are only one Nigeria on paper. Regional system of government will address that. Me, my side, you will say, we know the real cow. You cannot bring your cow and be walking around here. Me, my side, religion. It doesn't matter how you do, everybody must be respected. That is just me, in my own side, my own religion. This is the only religion recognized, and this is the law we are going to use in ensuring that that religion becomes the regional ideology. Fine. Everybody have his peace, and anybody that is not okay with whatever the region he is stands for, can actually migrate to other regions and do business wherever he feels like doing it. What is the big deal there? Let's not be deceiving ourselves and be telling ourselves we're one Nigeria. At the end of the day, things are just getting bad. That is just it. I don't sit on the fence.
At some point in 1993, there was an election. Something happened. An election was free and fair, irrespective of where people come from. Religion was not yardstick to where people cannot elect somebody they want at that time. Religion was not a problem, and ethnicity also was not a problem. Where you have a situation where a vice president was a Muslim, and the president himself at that time, who was contesting side by side, they are both Muslims, and nobody even raised any eyebrow. All what they were talking about was about Nigeria, and all of a sudden there was a free and fair election. Suddenly, something happened along the way where the election was annulled, and that provoked a lot of things that had happened at that time. We were very young, and we were part of the struggle at that time. So many things happened down the drain 26 years after. So many things happened till this moment. One of the important things I could remember vividly here was that it was a good thing by the government of the day to have in the first place take cognizance of the fact that there are yearnings of people for overtime and a journey of 1 million miles. If you had an opportunity and you started with one step, certainly one day we'll get there, even though we expect more and we are still asking for more. Because the issue of June 12 is not just about Kane around Chibek. It has to do with a lot of people and even Nigerians as a whole. A lot of people have paid supreme prices. A lot of people suffer a lot of incarceration. A lot of us also suffer a lot of, so many things happen along the line. But having said that, we also know that is the processes. At least we must commend the government of the day to have in the first place initiate the processes. But there are still more things to be done. Beyond just the event, beyond just the issue of allocating an abandoned stadium, naming after Chief MK Abiola, there are more to it. When you run a system where the central government has been so decentralized that the center is less attractive, of course you can be rest assured if people on their own go back to their region or their state, they become more viable, more productive, they begin to harness their resources, even if it takes the government at the end of the day to come up and amend the constitution. We cannot continue to manage the system the way it is. And that's just a simple, and that's what I understand by our issue of restructure. Because it is easy to go by looking at the structure of the country. You have almost 444 local government. You can as well go. If you have all these structures on ground, give the community leaders of where we're talking about, let them give their best 11 to come from the zonal level to local government level, from local government to state level, and then we meet at the center. Level. Now we can discuss, deliberate issues, come up with a document where at the end of the day, we'll put it as a referendum, debate it, agree to disagree, then you can come up with something that you can be rest assured of. This is how far you've come, and this is a document that have legitimacy. And then you can push the government to look into it and also consider. Yeah. But not in a situation where people are just selected. Some of them do not even get in touch with their constituencies. They don't even know their people in their villages. They just come up and just discuss the issue at their comfort zone and come up with documents. Of course, some of us out there will challenge the legitimacy of that document.
Welcome back, my people. Thank God, say, okay, all these northern people now, all the northern youth, will be say, okay, that they come up now, their eyes don't they open, will be say, okay, that they understand many things now. Even them, will be say, okay, they talk for, yeah, them know, say, okay, this country be no day like this before. Them know, say, okay, even as many they use mouth, they talk and say, this country they united, this country they divided. The thing will be say, okay, even give me joy, and be the first yellow guy will be say talk. The other guy, his statement, all the statement will be say he made, but how much it sweet me. Cause this guy, The way they talk, if to say okay now the way this guy they talk, then all the northern people they more this country for them better tete. Now no say okay, you get something where be say okay the guy talk for them saying give me joy. He talk and say since many people now they carry religion and many other things for head now. You see that they divide this country or make them restructure am so that if you dey your own region, wey me I wan come there, I go take permission from you. Even though I no fit take permission, any law of your own region, me I go make sure say I dey abide by the law. So now wetin him talk. This statement by give me joy. If you say okay, our leaders now they listen to all these things wey be say okay, all this northern youth they come outside they talk. This country for don better city. Although the thing wey be say okay, e come make am dey like say okay, all these northern people now them still get problem. You see, they are people, they are leaders now. Be don't confuse them. Some of them be say okay, they know to put body for school like that. So that thing now they confuse them. If you look at any northern guy wey be say okay go school, them get idea. They get idea where they know how life they go, they know how everything they go. So they know they carry religion and anything for head. Those type if to say okay now those type be leaders. I want this country for dey better. But the only thing will be okay, it go fit help this country. It's either they do within this first guy. The first guy will say talk for inside this video talk, or they just divide this country pata make everybody go your own way, because the way this country they go, you know they tire many people. You can't do lie, they tire many people. Because many people now they come outside now every day and they talk and say them they don't get tired of this one Nigeria with it will be say okay, them they bring matter, they bring many different matter enter this country, because Fulani headers now we be say okay they don't put body to all this Hausa people now them be the most cocoa we be say okay they made this country even get within this country not supposed to get, because all these Fulani headers they no carry joy on this country again. People no fit go for and this one no fit go do that one, this one no get referendum, this one no get self-determination. So this country me they just do on the way it go benefit everybody. Now we see we get to talk. And for you we say okay you get anything we say you want to talk concerning this matter, make you put down inside comment section, make we talk. And also if today now be your first time, make it like, make it share, and also make you subscribe to our channel. Thank you.